Good morning, students. Now I will be starting module 4. First topic is force on a moving point charge. The magnetic force exerted on a charge q the magnetic force exerted on a charge q, magnetic force, I'll write it as vector Fm, exerted on a charge q, moving with a velocity, vector u meters per second in a magnetic field of flux density, vector b Tesla is given by. Today we will be starting module 4. In that the first topic is force on a moving point charge. The magnetic force Fm exerted on a charge q moving with a velocity vector u meters per second in a magnetic field of flux density vector b Tesla is given by vector Fm is equal to q times vector u cross b. Unit of force is newtons. This is the magnetic force exerted on a particle q moving with a velocity u meters per second in a magnetic field of flux density vector b Tesla. Right? If you take this as vector u and this as vector b, with the smallest angle between them is theta, then what is apply the definition of u cross b. What is u cross b? U cross b is magnitude of vector u, magnitude of vector b into sine theta into a n cap. A n cap, where a n cap is the unit vector perpendicular to the plane, containing the vectors u and d. Its direction of a n cap is determined using right hand rule. What is right hand rule? Close the fingers of the right hand. From vector u to vector b, then thumb points in the direction of a n cap. A n cap is unit vector perpendicular to the plane containing the vectors vector u and vector b. That means vector Fm is perpendicular to vector u as well as to vector b. The direction of a n cap is determined using right hand rule. Close the fingers of the right hand from vector u to vector b, and thumb indicates in the direction of a n cap. Here from vector u to vector b, we are moving in which direction? Anti-clockwise. Close the fingers of the right hand in the anti-clockwise direction. Thumb is coming out. Therefore, in this case, this is the direction of unit vector a n cap. If vector u and vector b are in the plane of the board, a n cap is coming out of the board, or in your case coming out of the page. Please note that. Theta is, what is theta? Theta equals angle between vector u and vector b. To be more precise, we can say smallest angle because this is the larger angle. Smallest angle between vector u and vector b. This is the force experienced by the particle in a magnetic field. Please note that if vector u is 0, then Fm is 0. That means vector Fm is exerted on the particle only when the particle is in motion. When the particle is stationary, vector Fm will be 0. If both electric and magnetic fields are present, then what is the force experienced by the particle? See, if both electric and magnetic fields are present, then the force experienced or exerted on the particle means charge, on the particle is vector F is equal to vector F total, I will write, total force experienced is equal to electric force experienced plus magnetic force experienced. Electric force experienced is Q times vector E, magnetic force experienced is Q times U cross B. So many newtons. This equation is called Lorentz force equation. Lorentz force equation. This equation is called Lorentz force equation. There are few differences between magnetic force and electric force. The electric force, first difference is electric force always acts the direction of vector E, whereas magnetic force is always perpendicular to vector B. I repeat, vector Fe acts the direction of vector E, whereas vector Fm is perpendicular to vector B. B means magnetic flux density. Second thing is, electric force will act on the particle whether the particle is in motion or at rest, whereas vector Fm is exerted only when particle is in motion. Third difference is, no energy is required to displace a particle in the presence of an electric field, whereas work has to be done, whereas no work is required to be done. I repeat, the third important point is, work is done to displace a charge in the presence of electric field, whereas no work is done by the magnetic field, by the magnetic force to displace the charge. These are the three differences. One by one I will write. Following are some of the important differences between electric and magnetic forces. First difference, the electric force always acts in the direction of always acts in the direction of vector E, while magnetic force is always perpendicular to vector B. This is the first difference. Second difference is the electric force acts on a particle irrespective of the particle in motion or at rest. So I am going to say the electric force is exerted on a particle whether it is in motion or at rest. However, magnetic force is exerted on the particle only when it is in motion. The electric force does work to displace a point charge. While magnetic force does no work for displacing a point charge. This aspect shall be proved as follows. Work done to displace a point charge Q by magnetic force Fm it is W is equal to Q into vector work done to displace a point charge Q by a magnetic force Fm is vector W is equal to vector Fm dot dl. dl is the displacement. What is vector dl? Vector dl is vector u into dt. Since what is apply the dot product definition, magnitude of vector Fm, magnitude of vector u, cos theta into dt. Since theta is equal to 90 degrees, we find that W is equal to 0. Always note that vector Fm is at right angles to vector u, therefore theta is 90 degrees. Hence W is equal to 0. Let me read out. the electric force always acts in the direction of vector E, whereas magnetic force is always perpendicular to vector B. The electric force is exerted on a particle whether it is in motion or at rest. However, magnetic force is exerted on the particle only when it is in motion. The electric force does work to displace a point charge, while magnetic force does no work for displacing a point charge. This aspect shall be proved as follows. Work done to displace a point charge Q by magnetic force Fm by a distance vector dl is W is equal to vector Fm dot vector dl is equal to vector Fm dot vector u dt, because vector dl is equal to vector u into dt. Distance is equal to velocity into time. Since vector Fm and vector u are at right angles, theta is 90 degrees. That implies W is equal to 0. Hence the proof. Thank you. We shall do a problem now. A positive charge Q equal to 20 nanocoulombs is moving with a velocity 12 into 10 to the power 6 meters per second in a direction specified by the unit vector AU cap equals minus 0.48 AX cap minus 0.6 AY cap plus 0.64 AZ cap. Part A, find the magnitude of vector Fm. Part B, find the magnitude of vector Fe by the electric field. Vector E equals 2 into X cap minus 3 times AY cap plus 5 times AZ cap kilovolts per meter. Part C, find the magnitude of the vector force if both vector E and vector E would be acting together. Very important problem. Let me read out once again. A positive charge Q equals 20 nanocoulombs is moving with a velocity 12 into 10 to the power 6 meters per second in a direction specified by the unit vector AU cap equals minus 0.48 X cap minus 0.6 AY cap plus 0.64 AZ cap. Part A, find magnitude of the magnetic force. Part B, find the magnitude of the electric force if vector E equals 2 times AX cap minus 3 times AY cap plus 5 times AZ cap kilovolts per meter. Find the magnitude of the vector force if both vector B and vector E would be acting together. Solution. First we will do part A. What is vector Fm? Vector Fm is equal to Q times vector U cross B. What is vector U equals? Vector U equals 12 into 10 to the power 6 is the magnitude. Direction is minus 0.48 AX cap minus 0.6 AY cap plus 0.64 AZ cap. 0.64 AZ cap. And what is vector B equals? Vector B equals U cross B. Vector B should have been given. So for this part here, for this part add vector B, find vector B. If vector B is equal to, if vector B is equal to 2 times AX cap minus 3 times AY cap minus 3 times AY cap plus 5 times AZ cap millitesla. Please add to part A. Find vector Fm, magnitude of the magnetic force. If vector B equals 2 times AX cap minus 3 times AY cap plus 5 times AZ cap millitesla. So this is 2 times AX cap minus 3 times AY cap plus 5 times AZ cap into 10 to the power minus 3. Into 10 to the power minus 3. So now I will do this. Hence, vector Fm is equal to Q times q times ax cap, ay cap, az cap. Correct? I will write this as ux, uy, uz. Correct? And here I will write bx, by, bz. What is q? What is q? What is q? Q is 20 nanocoulombs. Therefore, it is 20 into 10 to the power minus 9. Correct? Determinant ax cap, ay cap, az cap. What is ux? Ux is minus 12 into 10 to the power 6 into minus 0.48. What is uy? What we'll do is this 12 into 10 to the power 6 I'll take out of the determinant. So here I'll write into 12 into 10 to the power 6. Then what is ux? Ux is minus 0.48. What is uy? Minus 0.6. What is uz? 0.64. For in vector b, this 10 to the power minus 3 I'll take out of the determinant. What is bx? Bx is now 2. By is minus 3, bz is 5. So this 12 into 10 to the power 6 is taken out, 10 to the power minus 3 also is taken out of the determinant. Now expand the determinant, the answer that we are going to get is 240 into 10 to the power minus 6 into minus 1.08 ax cap plus 3.68 ay cap plus 2.64 az cap. Correct? So many newtons. Now we want to find what is the magnitude. Hence magnitude of vector Fm is equal to 240 into 10 to the power minus 6 into square root of minus 1.08 whole square plus 3.68 whole square plus 2.64 whole square. This works out to be 1117.4 micronewtons. Please check the correctness of this answer. So I evaluated the cross product by using determinants. So this is how part A is done. Next I will go to part B. Part B. Find the magnitude of the electric force. The electric field is given by 2 times Ax cap minus 3 times Ay cap plus 5 times Az cap kilovolts per meter. Electric force vector Fe. Electric force vector Fe is given by Q times vector E. What is Q? Q is 20 into 10 to the power minus 9. What is vector E? Vector E is 2 into 10 to the power 3 Ax cap. 10 to the power 3 because it is kilovolts per meter. Minus 3 into 10 to the power 3 Ay cap plus 5 into 10 to the power 3 Az cap. So many newtons. Hence magnitude of vector Fe is equal to 20 into 10 to the power minus 9. This 10 to the power 3 I will take out, 10 to the power 3 into square root of 2 square plus minus 3 square plus 5 square. 10 to the power 3 is taken out. Coefficient of Ax cap in that case will be 2. Coefficient of Ay cap will be minus 3. Coefficient of Az cap will be 3. Once 10 to the power 3 is taken out. So this is the magnitude. It works out to be 123.3 micronewtons. Then I'll proceed to part C. Find the magnitude of the vector force if both vector B and vector E would be acting together. So what is total force? Vector F total is equal to vector Fm plus vector Fe. What is vector Fm? Vector Fm is minus 1. Vector Fm is equal to 240 into 10 to the power minus 6. I have done this in part A. Minus 1.08 Ax cap plus 3.68 Ay cap plus 2.64 Az cap. This result I have taken from part A. Plus vector Fe. Vector Fe is here. 20 into 10 to the power minus 9. 2 into 10 to the power 3 into Ax cap. Minus 3 into 10 to the power 3 into Ay cap. Plus 5 into 10 to the power 3 into Az cap. Now what we do is add the coefficients of Ax cap, Ay cap, Az cap and then get the magnitude. Hence magnitude of vector F total is equal to 1124.22 micronewtons. Be careful. Don't add the magnitude of vector Fe and vector Fm, that will be wrong. First find force, total force as a vector, then find the magnitude. This aspect you must not forget. We'll go to next topic. Next topic is force on a differential current element. Force on a differential current element. Force on a differential current element. The differential force exerted on a differential charge dq by a magnetic field of flux density. Magnetic field of flux density vector B is vector dfm is equal to dq into vector u cross vector B. The differential force exerted on a differential charge dq by a magnetic field of flux density vector B is, right, where u is the velocity with which the differential charge is moving, where vector u is the velocity of the differential charge. This I call equation 1. Next is the current in a conductor. The current in a conductor or a beam of electrons, bar ions, is I is equal to Q by T. The current in a conductor, a beam of electrons per ion says I is equal to Q by T. Let Q move with a velocity U is equal to L divided by T. Let Q move with a velocity U is equal to L by T, where L is the distance traveled by charge Q in a time interval of t seconds. Let Q move with a velocity U is equal to L by T, where L is the distance traveled by the charge Q in a time interval of t seconds. This I call equation 2. Multiplying both sides of equation 2 by L gives I into L is equal to Q into L by T. This implies I into L is equal to Q into U, because L by T is U. Let me repeat. The topic is force on a differential current element. A differential force exerted on a differential charge dQ by a field of flux density B Tesla is dQ is equal to U cross B, where vector U is the velocity of the differential charge. The current in a conductor or a beam of electrons is given by I is equal to Q by T. Then I written let Q move with a velocity U is equal to L by T, where L is the distance traveled by the charge Q in a time interval of t seconds. I multiplied both sides of equation 2 by L. So I into L is equal to Q into L by T. L by T is U. Replacing L by dl and Q by dq gives I into dl is equal to dq multiplied by u. In vector form, I into vector dl is equal to dq into vector u. This I will call equation number 3. So I will substitute equation 3 in equation 1. That means dq into vector u will be replaced by I into vector dl. Substituting equation 3 in equation 1 gives differential force equals dq into u is replaced by I into dl. Vector I into dl cross b. So many newtons. The following relation, this is equation number 4. The following relation exists between the current elements, between the current elements. I into vector dl is equal to vector k into ds is equal to vector j into dv. What unit of I? I is in amperes, dl is in meters. So the unit of I into vector dl is ampere meters. K is surface current density, unit is amperes per meter. Unit of ds is what? Meter square. Amperes per meter into meter square gives ampere meters. Unit of vector j is amperes per meter square. Unit of dv is meter cube. Amperes per meter square into meter cube again gives the unit ampere meters. Where vector k is equal to surface current density. Surface current density in amperes per meter. Vector j is equal to current density. Current density in amperes per meter square. Amperes per meter square. Substituting or instead of saying substituting, making use of the relation between the current elements in equation 4. In equation 4 gives vector dfm is equal to vector k cross vector b ds. This I call equation 5. Vector dfm is equal to vector j cross vector b dv. This I call equation 6. Right, integrating equation 4, equation 5 and equation 6 over a closed path. This equation will integrate over a closed path. This equation will integrate over a surface. This equation will integrate over a volume. I am going to write now integrating equations 4, 5 and 6 over a closed path, comma, over a surface and over a volume respectively gives vector fm is equal to vector ideal cross b, so many newtons. Then take this equation. Vector fm is equal to surface integral vector k cross vector b ds, so many newtons. Finally, vector fm is equal to, integrate this equation 6 over a volume integral vector j cross vector b dv. This is right. This is also in newtons. These are the three equations. What I have done is equation 4 I have integrated over a closed path C. Equation 6 I have integrated over a surface S. Equation 6 I have integrated over a volume V. These are the three important relationships you must remember. We do a simple problem to understand the concept. into a simple problem to get the concept. In a certain region of free space, the magnetic flux density vector, vector B is equal to 3 divided by x into ax cap micro Tesla. Find the force exerted on a loop. Find the force exerted on a loop lying in xy plane. XY plane. The loop carries a current. Of 2 milliamperes. Refer the figure shown below. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is z-axis. X equals 1, x equals 2, x equals 3, y equals 1, y equals 2, y equals 3. The loop lies in which plane you are stored? The loop lies in xy plane. This is the loop. This side is parallel to x-axis. Even this side is parallel to x-axis. It carries a current of 2 milliamperes. And the current is flowing in the anti-clockwise direction. Correct? X varies from 1 to 3. Y varies from 1 to 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. What is the expression for force exerted? Solution. Recall vector Fm is equal to Q times the contour integral vector ideal cross B. I have derived this. Q times vector ideal, no Q is there. Contour integral C vector ideal cross B. Cross product is not commutative. That means A cross B is minus B cross A. So this is nothing but minus contour integral C vector B cross IDL. The closed path here is made up of 4 straight lines, 1, 2, 3 and 4. This implies vector Fm is equal to, what is the current given in the problem? 2 milliamperes. Therefore this is nothing but 2 into equals, okay, I will make use of that here, equals minus 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 contour integral C vector B cross dl. So this is nothing but minus 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. I will take this straight line. For this straight line, x varies from 1 to 3. What is vector B? Vector B is 3 by x into what? Ax cap. 3 by x into 3 by x into ax cap cross. What is vector dl? What is vector dl for this? Vector dl is dx into ax. This line is parallel to x-axis. Therefore, for what is vector dl? What is vector dl here? Dx into x cap. What I mean to say is, for a line parallel to x-axis, if you take vector dl, it will be dx into x. For straight lines parallel to y-axis, these two, what is vector dl? dy into ay cap. Plus, next I will take this straight line. Integral y varies from 1 to 3. 3 by x into ax cap cross dy into ay cap. Evaluated. What this straight line? For this straight line, what is the value of x? X is 3. X is 3. And he has given the unit of vector b is microtesla. In order to account for microtesla, I will multiply here by 10 to the power minus 6. Okay. Plus, next I will take this straight line. X varies from 3 to 1. What is vector b? 3 by x into ax cap cross. What is vector dx? Vector dl, it is nothing but dx into ax cap plus. Finally, this straight line. Y varies from 3 to 1. What is vector b? 3 by x into ax cap. What is vector dl? dy into ay cap. Evaluated for what value of x? X equals 1. I repeat what I have done. We have to refer this figure for doing the problem. This relation vector f is equal to contour integral c vector ideal cross b. Here contour is the rectangular path. A cross b is minus b cross a because cross product is not commutative. Therefore, written minus contour integral c vector b cross vector ideal. What is I given? I is given as 2 milliamperes. Therefore, 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. Unit of vector b is microtesla. Therefore, I have taken this 10 to the power minus 6 factor over here. So, first I will take this path. This path is parallel to x-axis. Therefore, for this path, what is vector dl? Dx into ax cap. What is vector b? 3 by x into ax cap microtesla. Because microtesla 10 to the power minus 6 factor is already accounted for. Next, I will take this path. This path is parallel to y-axis. Y varies from 3 to 1. Y varies from 1 to 3. 1 to 3. What is vector b? 3 by x into ax cap. And for this straight line, what is the value of x? X is 3. And what is for this straight line? This straight line is parallel to y-axis. Therefore, what is vector dl? Dy into ay cap. Next, I will take this straight line. So, x varies from 3 to 1. 3 to 1. What is vector b? 3 by x into ax cap. Since this line is parallel to x-axis, vector dl is dx into x cap. Finally, this straight line. For this straight line, what is vector dl? Dy into ay cap. But this straight line is at x equal to 1. What is vector b? 3 by x. Now, this becomes equal to minus 2 into 10 to the power minus 9. Okay. We have to integrate this. Ax cap cross ax cap cross ax cap is 0. So this vanishes. Ax cap cross ax cap is 0. Az cap. This is Az cap. Then this becomes Az cap. This is Az cap. Small correction. Az cap. Az cap. There is a problem correction, statement correction. Instead of Ax cap, it is Az cap. Now what is Az cap cross? Let me draw three orthogonal vectors. This is Ax cap. Let us say this is Ay cap and this is Az cap. See, Az cap cross Ax cap. See, Az cap cross Ax cap is equal to Ay cap because you are traveling anti-clockwise. Az cap cross Ay cap. Az cap cross Ay cap. You are traveling in which direction? Clockwise. Therefore, Az cap cross Ay cap is equal to minus Ax cap. So Az cap cross Ax cap is Ay cap. Az cross Ay cap is minus Ax cap. So this is now 3 pi Az cap cross Ax cap is what? Az cap cross Ax cap is Ay cap. 3 pi x, if you integrate, you get what? 3 times natural logarithm of x. X takes values from 1 to 3 limits into what? Into Ay cap. Into Ay cap. Next, x is equal to 3. So this 3 gets offset. Correct? Az cap cross Ay cap is minus Ax cap. Okay? Minus Ax cap. Integrate. If you integrate dy, you get y. Correct? You get y plus y. Correct? Y takes values from 1 to 3. Correct? And what is the unit vector? Az cap cross Ay cap is minus Ax cap. Therefore, minus Ax cap. Now come to this one. Correct? 3 by x, if you integrate, you get 3 times natural logarithm of x. X takes values from 3 to 1. Az cap cross Ay cap is minus Az cap cross Ay cap is Ay cap. Next, come over here. If you put x equal to 1, this becomes 3 plus 3 times dy. If you integrate, you get y from 3 to 1. Correct? Az cap cross Ay cap is what? Minus Ax cap. Therefore, this becomes minus Ax cap. So now these two integrals, these two will get cancelled out. So you will get, now what happens? Minus 2 into 10 to the power minus 9. 3 minus 1 is what? 3 minus 1 is 2. So minus 2 times Ax cap. Here minus 3 into 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3 is what? 1 minus 3 is minus 2 into Ax cap. So this becomes minus 3 into minus 2 is 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. Correct? So this becomes now minus 2 into 10 to the power minus 9. Minus 2 plus 6 is minus 2 plus 6 is 4. 4 times Ax cap. So this becomes now minus 8 into 10 to the power minus 9 into Ax cap newtons. This is the answer. Minus 8 into 10 to the power minus 9 newton. This is the solution. Thank you.